Welcome back. I am Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video, I am so excited to share with you guys some DIY, Dollar Tree, and budget-friendly Valentine's Day decor crafts. So I love to share with y'all how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget, and I truly believe you don't have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me over my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page. I love to share with you guys daily budget-friendly ideas over there. Now listen, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. Let's create a Valentine's Day garland. The first thing I want to do is start with some ribbon. So I grabbed this ribbon from Dollar Tree and I'm just going to cut it in an 8-inch strip and then dovetail the ends. I'm going to simply pop that on to my Easy Bow Maker. You can do this without the Easy Bow Maker, but it helps me out holding the bow. I've been making a lot of bows. The next thing I want to do is take this super cute little ribbon that I found at the thrift store. It is wired ribbon and it's a sheer ribbon. It's kind of a hot pink. So for my Valentine's Day, I'm mixing red and hot pink because I have a lot of red left over from Christmas and I want to repurpose and reuse my Christmas decor without going out and buying a ton of new decor for Valentine's Day. It's a short holiday. So I did 3 loops with the sheer ribbon, and now I have this Valentine's Day ribbon. Again, this is ribbon I grabbed from the thrift store, but it is originally from Kirkland's if you want to replicate the same ribbon, but it's super easy to go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or even on Amazon and just order some cute Valentine's Day ribbon. Once I had the loops attached, and you guys can also use the bow technique where you just loop the ribbon over on itself, I tied it off in the center with zip tie. Now I'm using this Christmas garland. I grabbed this at Hobby Lobby at the end of the season and I attached my little heart, and this is a Dollar Tree heart that I painted in my Barbie pink, and I just used some faux icing to pipe around it. You're going to let those dry, and then you have jumbo hearts. You can also make hearts out of cardboard, and I shared that DIY with you guys on the last 2 videos. Super easy. So I'm attaching the heart and then the bow above the heart, and I made about 5 or 6 of those big bows, and then I'm just attaching the hearts with a piece of wire. And I was going to clip the pine cones off of my garland, but I really didn't want to mess up my Christmas garland, so I just kind of worked around it. I feel like it's okay for some of the Christmas garland to show through on a Valentine's Day garland because it's really still winter holiday. The next thing I did was take some ornaments and make ornament bundles. So I used gold, pink, white, and red, and I found these ornaments on clearance at Hobby Lobby and Target. At the end of this season, I got them 75 and 90% off. It made them really cheap, so that's a great thought if you do want to decorate for Valentine's Day and even maybe do a pink Christmas next year. Look for those clearance items at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. They might be out by now, but just check after Christmas, really any season. Or another thing I like to do is pick them up at the thrift store. The next thing I'm doing is I'm adding in some little faux foam roses, and I used a maroon and a white, and these were roses I used during Christmas. So I also found these little heart cardboard cutouts from the thrift store, and I'm just kind of picking them into my little Valentine's Day garland. So basically I just added in hearts, big bows, some festive ornament cluster balls, and just some little roses. So this is a super easy way to repurpose and reuse your Christmas garland to upcycle it and make it into a Valentine's Day garland. And I think this is super festive. I'm going to use this in my little Christmas crafting studio. Really, it's just my crafting studio. I don't know why I'm still calling it Christmas crafting studio, but here is the final look. I would like to create some smaller hearts to pick into this that match the larger hearts, but my hearts do take a while because I cut them out of cardboard and then I paint them, and then I pipe faux icing around them, and I make the faux icing with the DAP featherweight spackle. And you guys can go back and find that video, and at the end of this video I'm going to actually post that tutorial for you guys because I've had so many questions about how I'm creating these jumbo hearts. So I hope you guys are loving it and you're inspired to create something festive, or you're just enjoying watching me create. And I love y'all. Let me share with you how to create a Valentine's Day lantern. So grab a lantern. I found this one at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to pop a little cardboard heart back in the back of it and then add in that little Dollar Tree gnome. They were for $1.25. I thought they were super cute. The next thing I want to do is take some ribbon and just loop it over on itself. And I'm using kind of this hot pink sheer ribbon. Again, I had grabbed a couple of these rolls at the thrift store. Originally, they were from Kirkland's. Always try to use wired ribbon when you're making bows. I'm then going to use some of my Valentine's Day ribbon. Again, found this at the thrift store, and I just want to take it and loop it over on itself and then pinch it off in the center. You can also find Valentine's Day ribbon at Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and on Amazon. So whatever suits your fancy, grab some ribbon and go to town. The next thing I wanted to do was make a little ornament cluster to kind of fill out back behind my little lantern topper. And I'm just taking a piece of wire, stringing some ornaments on it, making a cluster, and then pulling that up in and around the base of the bow. Again, this is just a little festive touch. You could also use greenery, roses, whatever you have on hand. I'm trying to go this Valentine's Day without buying a bunch of new supplies because I do have a lot of crafting supplies, believe it or not. Listen, I love to craft, and so I collect a lot of supplies over the years, and I'll even grab things at the thrift store throughout the year when I see that it's seasonally appropriate for whatever season I'm looking forward to, or if I need to add it to whatever I have for the upcoming big season. And I'm going to pop in some of these little bridal roses. I've used these the last couple of years. I used them to decorate for a wedding a couple of years ago, and they've really come in handy. I've been able to use them in so many different crafts. And then at the end of every season, I will take my crafts apart and store them in a tote in my garage. A lot of you guys ask where I store my stuff. It's in a tote in a garage, and I try to group my seasons together, and then I'll take everything back out. With some of my neutral florals, though, I will leave them a tote closer to where I can get to them because I'll kind of be repurposing and reusing things all season long. So don't look too closely at my flowers because usually the tips and stems of them have hot glue because, again, I will hot glue things, make pretty creations, and then I'll take it all apart and then repurpose and reuse it to have more DIYs to share with you guys. I am the creator, buyer of supplies. I fund all of my DIY, so it can get a little bit pricey. And so yeah, I just like to repurpose and reuse things, and that also gives you guys ideas for how you guys can repurpose and reuse things. I don't think crafting and decorating has to be expensive. I think you can really get creative and have fun with it. So I hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial, and if you're not going to do something similar, you're just being entertained by my love of seasonal decorating. I call myself a holiday enthusiast. It just always makes my heart happy, and it makes my family happy when they come home to see the decorations, or at least I hope it does. They always smile and compliment me, so I hope y'all are loving this as well. Let's create a Valentine's Day garland for my front door. So you can tell that I already have my Christmas garland up. I left that up, and it had some candy cane deco mesh ribbon run through it. I even left up a couple of my candy cane ornaments. I then attached $3 tree hearts to the top of my garland using a piece of wire. Now I'm going to make some ornament bundles for the top part of my garland to kind of fill it out. You just take a piece of wire and string some ornaments on. I also added some ornament bundles to either side of my garland. Then I'm attaching these cute little bows, and if you guys need a bow tutorial, I have a big video on how to make bows. They're super easy using my method. I just loop the ribbon over on itself, tie it off at the center, and then add multiple layers of different bows. I'm now taking these pretty little jumbo hearts, and I made them out of cardboard, and then some of them I used the Dollar Tree wood cutouts, and I painted them a Barbie pink, and just added that in to the garland with some wire. I'm just using floral wire to attach everything, and then also zip ties for some of the things that need a little bit of stronger attachment because we are getting so much wind. I don't even know, you guys might even be able to hear it in the background of this voiceover, but it is so windy. And I actually did this garland, you guys, the day that I watched the weather forecast for the perfect day. So it got up to 48, 50 degrees on this day. I had to work so fast. So that's why this tutorial is not at a great angle. I didn't show you guys very many different angles. I'm just doing my best to work as quickly as possible before the winter weather sets in. The winter weather set in this morning, so it's now the next day. The kids were out of school, and it is a blustery day. And I'm going to share a funny clip of Benji Bear at the end. I had to put his coat on him to take him out to go potty. So that was really funny. But here's the final look. So I just attached in some more Dollar Tree hearts, some ribbons, and called it good. So I just used my Christmas tree garland, ribbon, ornament bundles, and then some of those jumbo hearts that I made out of cardboard and some of the little Dollar Tree wooden cutouts. So I hope you guys are loving it, and go back and watch my last two Valentine's Day DIY videos, because I did a Valentine's Day Christmas tree, tons of little heart ornaments, and a giant wreath. And I'm actually going to put the wreath at the end of this video in case you guys missed it and you have questions on how I did the wreath for this front door. I have a whole tutorial for you guys on that as well. For this DIY, I painted one of my garden planters pink, and then I popped some styrofoam into it. I'm then going to add in one of those little Dollar Tree trucks. It has a stem, so I thought, hey, let's pop in one of my cardboard hearts onto the truck. And I just used some hot glue. That was a little tricky. I ended up having to hot glue it a couple times because it wasn't wanting to stay on there. So anyway, then I'm going to take some Christmas berry picks to the top of this. I'm really trying to use as much as I already have on hand. I used a lot of red this year for Christmas, so it's really coming in handy. Now I'm going to attach a big jumbo bow. I made this bow last season, and part of it's Dollar Tree ribbon, and then it's just some red ribbon left over from Christmas. I'm just going to zip tie on to the base of my heart, and that's going to fill out a lot where that styrofoam piece is. I wish I had some moss on hand, but it snowed today, you guys, and I am not getting out in the snow. And if you guys see me in a tank top during the winter, just know that I'm overheating. It's that time of my life, and so if you guys know what I'm talking about, you know that you probably need to wear tank tops underneath everything so you can rip it off while you're having a hot flash, which is what I had to do during this crafting session. So anyway, there's that. I'm also going to take some of these Dollar Tree hearts and attach them to shish kebab sticks and pop them into that styrofoam. So super easy. You take the Dollar Tree styrofoam heart, push a shish kebab stick into it, and then push it into your styrofoam. And I shared with you guys a really fun floral in the last video, and we did some similar techniques. So I added some more fluffy bows to the back that I had used over the last couple of years. So they kind of have seen better days, but I really don't want to toss them out. So I'm just going to attach them to the back of this floral. This floral ended up being kind of wild, but I thought it was a fun and easy way to share with you guys. You guys don't have to break the bank to make a cute little Valentine's Day decoration. The big giant jumbo heart again is made out of cardboard, and I just took some faux icing using some DAP spackling, ran that around it, let it dry overnight. So my Valentine's decor this year has been quite a bit of a process, because to create these jumbo hearts, I had to cut the cardboard out, paint it, then apply the spackling, and then let that dry overnight. But it's been really good for me. I have been in better spirits this season, I feel like, than most winter seasons, I think because I've been crafting so much. So crafting for me is so therapeutic. And I hope you guys get out your glue gun or paint or make some pretty little craft or do some cooking or something that makes your heart smile. Now I'm going to add in the wreath that I had in the last video because we used that for the front door, just a refresh. To repurpose a Christmas wreath. So I'm going to make some quick little Valentine's Day cardboard hearts that are going to go into this wreath. I simply cut out the shape of a heart, painted it pink with my Beauty Queen Bear paint that I used from my Barbie makeover from last year. And then I'm going to add in this pink and white trim. This was on clearance after Christmas at Walmart. And then I'm just going to go ahead and trim that off. Now you guys can use any ribbon, or you don't even have to trim it out in ribbon. The next thing I'm going to do is add a shish kebab stick to the base of this and put a little piece of cardboard to secure it. And that's going to be the center point of our Valentine's Day wreath. So I'm going to add a little hot glue and pop that into the base of this wreath. I'm not even going to remove the Christmas colored ornaments because they're going to go in with it. So I'm going to layer the old Christmas bow underneath that. So, and then put the Valentine's Day bow on top of that. So that's just a little hack for how you guys can repurpose and reuse your Christmas to Valentine's Day ribbon. The next thing I want to do is take some of this Easter ribbon that I grabbed from my Easter tote. I'm going to make a quick little loopy bow and put that into the front part of my bow, and that's going to kind of tie in the red, the pink, the pale pink, and all that kind of fun stuff. And then I'm going to add in a quick little loopy bow with the pink and white stripe ribbon. Hindsight 2020, I could have left this part out because it did get kind of buried down in to the wreath, so add those little details last. But anyway, I'm just going to take a zip tie and zip tie this entire big fluffy bow onto my wreath. And again, I'm going to add in a bow to the base of my wreath. To make these bows, go back and watch some of my bow videos, but all you guys have to do is take your ribbon, loop it over on itself as many times as you want for the loops, and then pop that in to your wreath and then zip tie it in. And again, I'm going to add in some of the coordinating little pink and white stripe ribbon. And then you guys can really have fun with it, get creative. And so the after Christmas clearance at Walmart, I bought a couple faux cupcakes, and then I bought some of these hot pink ornaments. Going to the after Christmas sale really paid off this year. I waited until it was like 75 and 90% off and got some cute little pink goodies that I knew I could use for Valentine's Day. So always look for like the fake cake stuff or, the pink stuff. It's funny because Target was selling pink ornaments, and then they were also selling pink ornaments in their clearance section. So they were selling pink ornaments for full price in their Valentine's Day section, and then on clearance for Christmas. So be a savvy shopper. The next thing I want to do is take some of this hot pink ribbon because I felt like that hot pink heart just wasn't getting enough love with accents. So I added in some hot pink ribbon and some of that pretty little thrift store red and white ribbon, and I'm going to zip tie that all together. It's really bow-alicious. I don't think that's a word, but anyway. And then I made some of those little cardboard hearts in a mini form, and I added one to each side. And then I'm adding in some more ribbon to that top bow to really fill it out. So that's another little hack, is to add in loads of ribbon where maybe you see some, dead spots or bare spots. I did leave some of the wreath showing. So anyway, and you guys can very easily repurpose and reuse your Christmas evergreen wreaths for Valentine's wreaths, because hey, that's what's really going on, is we really do have a lot of winter evergreen still. We have a lot of frosted snow stuff. So I feel like that translates and fits just fine in with your Valentine's Day decor. And plus, you're probably recovering your budget from the holidays. You don't want to spend a bunch of money on the wreath. So go ahead and repurpose that Christmas wreath. You guys can make this so fabulous, very budget friendly. And I hope you guys are loving it and are totally inspired. Okay, here's my little puppy dog, Benji Bear. He has on his winter coat to go out and go potty. He will only go number 2 in the front yard, so I always have to take him out. And I even add a little extra scarf around his head. He looks like a little old lady. But anyway, so the secret question for today's video is, what do you do in the winter time to keep your spirits up? Let me know what you do. Do you like to craft? Do you like to decorate? Do you like to cook? Do you like to clean? Do you like to cuddle your animals, watch movies, drink hot cocoa? I love all of those things, so I love y'all, and we're so thankful and blessed to have you guys here. Thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. It's a true blessing and honor to have you all here. Thank you all so much for your love and support and kind encouragement in the comment section. Remember, your kind words mean the world to me, and they also bless those who read them. I hope you guys are staying warm and cozy. We were out of school today. Well, not me personally, but my daughter was out of school today due to the snow and the strong winds. In fact, I'm in my little Christmas crafting studio and I can hear the wind blowing. I have my heater going and a candle going, so it's been really fun to craft with y'all today. And I hope no matter where you guys are at, that you guys keep going, you keep your hope and joy and love. I know the winter months can be a little bit dreary because it's cold, we can't get outside, but just if you guys keep plugging in that glue gun, keep getting out your glitter and paint and having fun crafting and decorating, tidying up your space, put on some fun music, a nice movie. Today I made some hot soup and grilled cheese, and I did stay in bed a little bit longer than normal. And so anyway, give yourself some grace and just keep going. So I love you guys so much. I'm gonna hug all of your hearts so tight. If you guys need prayer, drop a prayer request down below. This is a praying community, and I know a lot of people will see your prayer, they'll whisper a little prayer for you guys and all that kind of fun stuff. So I hope you have a gorgeous, blessed weekend. We're going to be doing more fun crafting and decorating next week, so I can't wait to share that with you guys. Until our next video, remember, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.